What's good, brethren? The wine of Babylon, the teachings of Babylon, the thought processes of Babylon, the culture, the ways of Babylon, America, has really destroyed the relationship between males and females. And I was thinking about this. This is clear. This is very odd compared to how human beings have dealt with each other for thousands of years. And I was thinking about something. I'm on this dating site, and I really get hit up very regularly by different chicks, locally and abroad. And like I said, man, I don't contact chicks. But one thing I'm getting, man, when I look at some of these profiles, I see two things that really pop out to me. One is tattoos on chicks, and then two is weave on black women. And some of the black women from Ghana hit me up, Kenya, Uganda. Those are the main three countries. And just one thing I kept noticing is, of course, the weave, and number two, the tattoos on chicks, man. And those two things show me, like, personally, I really hate weave. You know what I mean? Like, I hate, it's like, yo, just wear your own freaking hair, man. Even if it's short, you could do certain things. Just watch YouTube videos. But, they got coconut oil. I was talking to some black chick, and she had long hair, and she was talking about some kind of Jamaican something cream or whatever. She put me on this YouTube because I was, trying to show my daughter how to do this stuff. And she been growing her hair, man, naturally long, and all that kind of stuff, man. But I forgot the creams and the juices and the greases and all that. But, the point is, it's like, this, white American, has destroyed the Babylonian juice, the wine. And when you look at wine, it gets you drunk, And a lot of these women are drunk off of the wine of Babylon. They're drunk off of the thought process, the feminism. This is garbage and trash that has absolutely not helped families. It has spread diseases. It has created fatherlessness. It has created whores, 304s, and thought culture. Mentally destroyed females who were on psychotropic drugs. I used to date a stripper for a brief moment because, they come and they go. But she was cute. She was cool. She used to give me this and that, take me out. And I ain't had to pay nothing, bro. It was cool. She was one of the most laid-back, cool broads I've ever been with. But I kind of knew, even, she was a stripper and it would not last. I knew that. But it was fun, though, because she approached me. And I was like, nah, because I was with my homeboys. And back when I was in strip club, I didn't even like the strip club game because I already knew it was a trap. And these ain't nothing but 304s, and it's just an enclosed environment. And I just knew, I don't understand the women, And I don't know. He was like, my homeboy was, oh yeah, man, she all at you, man. No, bro, she really at you. I was like, dude, she's a stripper, bro. And I turned around, the bitch booty in my face. I was like, oh! And I was like, okay, this is the game they playing. I understand the game. And then it was like, I was like, okay, all right, I'm not interested, no dance or nothing like that. And then the bro just kept lingering and popping up again. And because these, like I said, man, women are like mosquitoes, man. They know they're like leeches and stuff. They know like a man versus a trick or simp. They know like different. These are vampires and like not all women, of course, but these women, yeah, they're highly tuned to male personality types. Because think about it, that's one of the, I don't want to say a thing I like about whores, but they more honest. It was some hoe try to pick me up the other day, actually. And I was like, nah, I know the game. I ain't no, simping tricking. You know what I mean? I understand certain things, And she was like, oh, okay, I understand, yeah. And then I'm like, because we had a meeting of the minds. I understood where she was. She understood where I am. But without saying too much. But point is, the woman go, yeah, she go try to trick you out and simp you out. But she see that she ain't got nothing in you. Then the truth come out at that point. And then you like, oh, then, because those kind of women, when you say that, when I say this, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm saying like this, okay, a woman who is in the game and understands what she is and who she is, she has to live in reality, like a realistic, say honest to goodness. I say honest to goodness 304, but a woman that's actually doing it for a living, she ain't under the cloak and self-delusion that a lot of your regular average women are. They're 304s, but don't know that they are. Whereas a woman that's in the game and honest with herself, she knows what she is. So what I'm saying is, both your typical woman, everyday woman working at the job or have an Instagram or whatever, how she carries herself is as of a 304. But a chick that's a stripper or, work for hire 304, the difference is, in most cases, is that the work for hire chick knows what she's doing. She is depressed a lot of time, but she know what it is. Whereas the typical average American westernized woman don't even know that she's a 304, and if she is, she celebrates it. So what I'm saying is that the woman that's about what she's doing and know what she is at least she's less self-deluded, you know what I mean? And so you can have some kind of meeting of the minds. My point is, these chicks, you still got self-delusion women who are in the game. But what I'm saying is they know what it is, but they try to trick you out and break you down, but then they figure out, okay, this ain't that type of dude. Now it's immediate. Now she can be honest. Because the majority of the time, she just basically in a state where she presents booty, titties, and nakedness, simps lust after her and spend money on her and tell her how beautiful she is. The same exact process. And then when you're not like that, and yeah, you see she's attractive, but you have self-discipline, she's like, dang, this guy is strong. And as I said, these women are like mosquitoes, parasites, and leeches, these type of women. And what I mean by that is they can hone in on where to pluck the vein. There ain't no blood right there. Let me go to the other part. All right, it's some blood right there. Let me plug in. And so same thing with men. They keep highly attuned as to different types of men. And so the point is, so I thought she was just trying to trick me out, as these type of women do. Most women pretty much do that. You got to do this. These standards, you got to take me out on a date. You got a 90-day rule. You're like, man, forget you, man. You know what I mean? I'll go with somebody else. Now she's, oh, well, wait a minute. Not necessarily. Now she see you a man of standards and you got self-empowered. Now she want to bow down. So then the point is, that stripper, that was a short-lived thing, but I thought she was just trying to trick me out, but the broad ended up spending money on me, which is fun. That's how I like it. Women love money and they giving you what they love. That shows, at least for a period of time, that she has affection towards you. So I'd rather have it that way than the other way. Not that I need your money. It's like, it's a power thing. It ain't even about money. You know what I mean? Well, it is, but because, money is power, but it's about self-empowerment. And if she willing to give over something that she really values as like an offering, you know what I mean? Like, God don't need our offerings, right? He created the money, you know what I mean? But the point is, it's a power thing, So you don't really need her money, but it's like, yo, do this, do that. You gonna give me this, you gonna give me that. It's a power thing because that's something that she values and loves, and she give it to you. It's like an offering. So it ain't about the money. It's about the power structure. Nevertheless, didn't mean to go into all that, but yeah. But yeah, that's what this. But what I was saying is, it's sometimes you can have more of a meeting of the minds with a woman who is that type of woman. Not that it's good, because it's very bad. However, it's worse when the woman don't knows that she's a working girl. Microphone drop. It's worse when she don't know what she is. I got more respect for, I really actually do have more respect for the woman who know what she doing and she just doing it. Not that it's good, because it ain't good. It's a sin. I understand it. It's whoremongering. You know what I mean? However, I'm saying one is delusional and the other one ain't. One just like, oh, you know, I'm just a regular chick. But like I said, that chick that said she caught a body a day. You doing the same thing that a working girl would do, except you delusional thinking you're a regular chick and present you like a chameleon. And you are presenting yourself as your average everyday cookie cutter, run of the mill, you know, white American chick, but really you's a 304. You just might not be getting paid, you know. But so it's that's what this culture presents, man. That's what the wine of Babylon has done. It is mass-produced, delusional whores who don't even know that they're whores. You know what I mean? You got chicks with double-digit, triple-digit body counts, man. And it's like, man, back to the dating site, man. Tattoos. And that's tramp stamps and tattoos. These women have like excluded themselves from being taken seriously. They've excluded themselves from being taken seriously by dudes who they value. You know what I mean? By dudes. I mean, really by men who got common sense, man. I mean, you know, it's like, I mean, I'm seeing a good-looking chick, but did she have her, one chick sent me, she was a biracial chick. She had her, what do you call it? Basically, she had a tattoo on like her upper chest area, like collarbone area. And then she had some cover, you know, her shirt covering and stuff. Oh, she's a cute chick. Oh. And that was like a kind of a nice looking, casual looking dress period, like in a dress and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cute looking, bro. I ain't see the tattoo. And then next thing you know, the next picture was her with tattoos showing, chest showing, and, you know, yoga pants. I'm like, dang. What the? you look, I was kind of taking you because like, I was kind of taking you seriously, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, okay, she's just a fun girl. You know what I mean? And she only 22, and these chicks, man, I'm like, man, you got that many 22, you got that many tattoos at 22, man, dang. So tattoos like that, man, is really a reflection of, you know, it say a lot of stuff, man, but, you know, about her being rebellious and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I didn't see as many tattoos growing up and stuff on chicks, man. But then the weave thing, I remember when chicks had like a weave ponytail or a weave piece. And it's like, man, I really don't like weave. It's like, why you wearing braids weave? Just get your hair, make it healthy and stuff. Watch YouTube tutorials about this stuff and how to stimulate your scalp and how to, you know, grow your hair longer incrementally. The first month, you might only grow like an inch of hair. The next month, 2 inches of hair. You know what I mean? But I like natural, you know, nappy hair. You know what I mean? When I look at the black women, I'm like, man, they beautiful, man. When they got the big hips and all the body parts. And then you get to that head, it's like, dang. You know? I hate weave, man. And then, now that's the braids weave, but I also hate the, what do you call it? The straight, you know, long, fake, Caucasian looking hair. It's like, that don't fit your head, man. You know what I mean? Your roots is curly, but your hair is, straight. Like, they don't even match. You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is those things have negatively affected the mind of women. Is the wine of Babylon. They are drunk on you know, the thought processes. Because as the mind goes, so goes the rest of the body. As these women's minds goes, some of these women get tattooed because some of them, you know, it's a self pain afflicting type of thing. You know what I mean? And you know that a woman with a bunch of tattoos in general, man, that's not really wife material, man. You know what I mean? For the most part, yeah, anybody can change. I get it. But that's one of the signals you're like, okay, yeah. Because it's more of a kind of a masculine thing and a rebel thing. You know what I mean? Dudes get tattoos because, you know, want to seem tough, right? I went through this. Yeah. I don't personally have no tattoos. But, you know, cats got tattoos be like, yeah, you know, man, that mug hurts, man. Yeah, it hurt when you do it, but it's all good. You know, the man had to go through a certain period of pain. You know, it's a bragging right, you know what I mean? And all that. Yeah, man, it's itching, it's hurting, but I'll be all right. You know what I mean? It's a tough guy thing, you know what I mean? But then when a chick get it, it's like, why would you put yourself through pain and misery? And some of these chicks that did so many things behind closed doors, you know what I mean? Even on OF, or OnlyFans. And, you know, they like, yo, I got to make myself go through pain and stuff, you know? So, and it's also, it's just not feminine. You know what I mean? When I think of a woman that I don't want her to have no tattoos. You know what I mean? And if she do, it'd be like somewhere like, you know, I still don't even want her to have the shoulder tattoo or something like that. These chicks got tattoos on their private parts, you know what I mean? And butt cracks, you know what I mean? And nipples. Like, man, you know, that's not to be taken seriously, bruv. Bruv, you know, that ain't to be taken seriously, bro. And she labels it. She literally, the tattoo is a label. She literally labels herself a marking. She literally marks and labels herself as not to be taken seriously or wife material. So, man, that's what I kind of noticed. A lot, I kind of filter these broads that hit me up based on age and whether they got a kid and stuff. And a lot of the women that I choose, I noticed as I sit back and I deleted many of the women who have liked me, sent me likes and stuff. The ones I actually, it'd be black chicks around 21 years old with natural curly hair and not no weave. That's how it's like three of them I've just thought about. And they skinny or in shape. Definitely, you know, and they got hair, natural hair. And it's like, all right, that's something to work with. I ain't saying if she got weave is over. You know what I mean? I don't really, and this other one, she about 30, but she look good. And naturally she look good. And she ain't got a whole bunch of, that's the third thing. I hate a whole bunch of makeup, man. I hate a whole bunch of freaking makeup. Tattoos, weave, and makeup. I hate them freaking three things. It's not necessary. There's another black chick hit me up. She thick and stuff, man, but she too, you know, she got all those things. Weave. I don't know, she got no tattoos that I've seen. But whole nakedness and tight clothes. What I'm saying, man, is the line of Babylon has just created a bunch of 304s, man. And women who might not even, you got women, I've heard of this, but I don't know. It ain't no meter to monitor the woman's body count, but some women dress provocatively, but yet still are even literally virgins. No, okay, I don't know how you, but they just caught up. I would say that's probably true to whatever degree, because it's just the culture of America for a woman to be dressed like, you know, Cardi B and to be whorish. And, you know what I mean? Especially if she ain't got no father in her life, you know what I mean? Or her father is soft, you know what I mean? She doing, I got standards, you know, I'm pretty strict and stuff with my daughter and when it comes to my woman too. That like my woman that represent me, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be wearing a whole bunch of tight whole clothes and yoga pants. Now, when you meet the broad, she probably ain't gonna come perfectly made, you know what I mean? Unless you know, meet her father and y'all have a meeting on the minds like old school, you know what I mean? And you know, all that kind of stuff. You say, all right, I put my time and energy. The father said, all right, I put my time and energy in raising and breeding a decent daughter to be married. right? And then now you meet with the father, and now you got a decent, high quality product or female that now you marry, and now that his daughter is your wife. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. So now the father hands over a decent, wife material, decently raised person that you can now put your seed in and continue on your bloodline in a decent, continuation. And you know what I mean? Like that. That's natural. That's natural. That's the way it's supposed to be. But in America, it's so many things against that structure. And you look at it, like, say, the Willie Lynch letter, and you look at how it's socially structured. You might have a family over here, a brother and a wife that's still together, and he raised up a daughter, and she's a decent female, and now you can marry this woman, his daughter, and then now that's a good quality woman. Then boom, you could bring forth children. And there are subcultures where you do have this going on. But that's the subculture. The main culture is still whoredom, divorce court, family court, her being, now that's the over umbrella. Now the under umbrella, smaller umbrella, under the big umbrella is the subculture, which is made, that's where you got certain families who still hold on to the more traditional values. My thing is this. Yes, that's how you got that subculture, but what if that subculture get where the woman that you marry decide, I don't want to do this no more. See, that is dangerous. Because I remember watching this movie. What was it? Rodney Dangerfield, My Five Wives. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, Five Wives, I believe. It was what I'm talking about. It's the culture, the wine of America that pollutes and destroys women and causes them to be ultra 304s. The wine of Babylon polluted. Okay, so Rodney Dangerfield, the wine of America, the thought processes of America polluted Rodney Dangerfield's five wives. Now, here we go with the story of the movie. It was a pretty good movie. I might even watch it again, man. Rodney Dangerfield, some old comedian actor, played the role of a dude. What was he? I think he was a millionaire or something. He was rich. If I remember the story correctly, he ended up going to like Utah. And in Utah, they have polygyny. We have multiple wives. So this dude, Rodney, ended up buying like some property, right? He was doing a business deal. He's like buying this real estate and stuff. He was like, yeah, so he purchased the property. He was happy. I guess it was a good deal because the dude had died. And so what he didn't know that came along with the deal that he didn't know was the guy who died. His five wives came along with the deal. He was like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so he bought the property, but the five chicks came along with it. And it was good looking, you know what I mean? And so in the Amish or Utah culture, whatever, I don't know what they call it, but Mormon, I think it's Mormon culture, they have it where, so it's certain things, yeah, some of these religions be out of pocket. Well, they ain't the truth, but still they have certain this and certain that, so this culture is something that I do agree with. The polygyny culture may have multiple women. I don't agree how necessarily, they do it, but, nevertheless, let's continue with the point here. Is that he as long as he was in Utah, wherever he was, under this Amish or Mormon culture, under the subculture, everything was good. As long as he can keep his women in that subculture, he was good. Now, the problem what happened in that movie is that I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but it's an old movie, so here's a spoiler. He ended up, I think he was from Las Vegas. So he was like, hey, his whole thing, he did this, the white dude, I need to bring my woman back to the U.S. and I need to spoil her kind of simping tricking thing. You know what I mean? And I believe in being a provider and it's just money kind of mentality, trick and simping mentality. So anyways, he was like, not saying all white dudes, I ain't saying that. She was like, so the girls were, while they were in their subculture, in polygyny in Utah, everything was good. Because they really didn't even know much of the outside world. Because this is why I say it's about the culture that controls the women. In the Philippines, the women, you know what I mean, it's way more women than it is men. And the women have to compete for men, you know what I mean? And probably the majority of the world is like that. Women compete for men, but as I understand, definitely in the Philippines. More so, I guess, than other places. And so, or maybe it's just that they speak English and we hear from them more, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, probably like that pretty much everywhere. I heard this in Brazil, so you know what I mean? About Brazil. The numbers just work for the brothers. So, culture controls what women can and cannot do more so than anything. So as long as this woman is restricted to a subculture that keep her in pocket, that keep her from being a thought in the 304, and she's not exposed to drinking the cup of the wine of America and the belief systems and culture of America. Culture equals wine. So as long as she ain't exposed to all that, then she gonna be in pocket. You know what I mean? It's like that one Eddie Murphy, what was it, Raw? When he was talking about bringing his African wife over to America or something, he gave an example. And then she was like, I want to come to America. I want half, Eddie. Give me half. So she came to America. No, that's back in the 70s, 80s? Back in the 70s, 80s. I think it was 80s. When Eddie Murphy did that stand-up, the women even then knew that they could get half if they come to America. This is a simping, tricking culture that, it forces men legally to break themselves by way of a contract called marriage. If the man is in a majority, he makes the majority of money. So anyways, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of women want to come to America because they can find a simp, a trick to, or just a desperate dude, you know what I mean? Or just a dude to marry. And marriage is like the contract where it's guaranteed that zero will happen to her and that she will guarantee to get half of this dude's resources after that period of green card or whatever period of time is over. You know what I mean? The American woman don't have to, it's easy work for her, man. So back to this chick, the 5 wives, they didn't really realize the whole culture in the world that was outside of where they lived and stuff. And so as long as he kept these chicks in the culture of the Amish, the Mormon culture, as long as he kept them in there, but being the simp that he was, he brought them out to Las Vegas where he lives, right? And he was like, because the Mormon chicks were dressed they were dressed modestly, and in their culture, I guess they were, wearing long dresses and stuff. But when they took that stuff off, bodies was nice, you know what I mean? But it wasn't for everybody. Curves and everything wasn't for everybody to see, you know what I mean? It was a modest culture, subculture. But when he stupidly took those women out of the subculture, brought them into the cesspool of Sin City, Las Vegas, and so he had the mentality, oh, you got a nice body. You should show your body. Don't that sound like some simps and idiots that you hear now? Man, you should show your body, shorty, right? Why would you want your woman to expose her body parts to the world? And then now what that's going to do is bring a whole bunch of sexual attention. A woman who really didn't know that she was all that good looking because she had to compete against other good looking chicks and her body was, you know what I mean, covered up. She was like socially forced to be more modest. Now you stupidly, idiotly brought her to a culture that's going, now she can show her body, she can be this, and she can demand this, and she can demand that. It's all about leverage and power. So you put her in Rodney Dangerfield put her in a position where she can leverage her sexuality. And then what was crazy, in Las Vegas, they got a bunch of hotels and stuff. And in one of these hotels, there was this feminist, man-hating, ball-busting female doing a seminar. That movie was really telling, man. And she was doing a seminar about strong-willed women and strong and independent, something like that. Like, you know, I'm going to watch that again. It was actually a really pleasant movie. You don't have to put up with this. You don't have to put up with that. And, you know, strong women kind of, you know, thing, right? And so these 5 wives went into the seminar and got polluted by the wine of Babylon, the wine of America, the thought processes. One seminar is all it took. One seminar by a masculine, ball-busting broad is all it took to flip the mind of his 5 wives. So now they went from being humble and compact and all of this to talking about, hey, I want half. Now you've seen the change. I really suggest y'all watch that movie. That was really, it shows you the power of culture. You know what I mean? So that's what it shows you, like, one hand, we can liken this unto a woman, say in the Philippines, in that culture where she had to compete, or Brazil, she got to compete against other women to get the dude. Pretty much in the other country, they got to compete for men because they don't have the wine of Babylon plus the governmental system that destroys families and men. They might have the wine, but they don't have the combination of the wine plus the legal system. That's a deadly combination, man. That destroys families. You got those 2 things, government entitlements and all of this kind of stuff, plus a man-hating culture like America has, man. So, you can see the parallels. So you bring this feminine, good-looking, in shape Filipino chick over here. She's in her culture, internationally, let's say she is 7. Good-looking, cute chick, 7. But in the Philippines, she got to be humble because it's a whole bunch of 7s and 8s and 9s walking around. So you got to be humble. Philippines, name the country. Brazil, name the country. Colombia, name the country. But when she brings her good-looking international 7 self over here to America, poof, she becomes like an 8, 9, 10. Because in America, you have the fat women, you got the obesity epidemic, and you got a army. You have an army of desperate, sex-deprived simp dudes who are overly sexualized by porn and overly sexualized by just the over sexualization of the culture itself. You know, yoga pants, women walking around naked, literally naked and partially and mostly naked. So that is parallel to this movie. You had these chicks who were in this culture where they had to compete and they had to be modest. Then this idiot brought them from that culture into Sin City, where now they were wearing bathing suits and titties hanging, you know what I mean? And strong, independent wine of Babylon. And then so now they like, I don't have to put up with you, Rodney. I don't have to do. Now they like, now they talking trash to Rodney. So now this simp idiot, it was good when he had them repressed, but this idiot, I want to upgrade her life. I want to be a protector provider. And I'm a man because I can provide. So he idiotly, I think I made that word up, idiotly. He idiotly brought this woman up, these women to, just like a dude idiotly would bring a woman back to the United States and expect her to be that same foreign, good, feminine flower that she was in her own country, where she had to compete, where there were social norms and legal laws that kept her in pocket. Women are women are women are women are women, always going to be women. The point is, the culture and the structure is going to dictate primarily more than your game or more than how many muscles you got or all this other kind of stuff. That's going to keep her in pocket more and keep her in her place way more than any of that stuff. I got money. Well, look at Will Smith. He got money. Look at his bald-head wife talking trash and demoralizing this dude. Why? Because she can. What he gonna do? Right? What he gonna do? He can't. Will Smith, his testes is in a vice. If I'm, what would I do if I was him, man? Well, I wouldn't be in that situation. But you know, what can he do to better the situation? Man, I heard, and I don't know this to be the truth, that in some states you have perpetual what do you call it, alimony for like until a woman dies, right? So when you look at this from a monetary standpoint, forget this. I'll put it like this. Even if he had to pay alimony, even if he had to pay alimony for the rest of his life or the rest of her life, it would be better than living in the same house with a bald head dragon microphone. I don't know if she's still bald head, but it would be better than living in, because she was evil and wicked back when she made the Matrix. So I ain't bald head dragon. I'm just, people have ailments. I ain't talking about her ailment. I think it's alopecia, whatever. I ain't talking about that. I don't like her because she's a evil woman. She been an evil woman. You know what I mean? But now, yeah, I'm just poking at her a little fun right now, but I ain't poking at the ailment because, people have ailments. But this is an evil woman. You know what I mean? So she is wicked. But, you see him being broken down through her. And I'm like, his best bet, man, is walk away, bro. She already done committed adultery. You have no respect. You got hundreds of millions of dollars, but yeah, you are. That shows you. It's not just about the money that a man acquires or how much money, how tall he is, how many muscles, and his status. It's about your main boost to your status or crippling of your status as a man is really judged by primarily the woman you acquire and how she represent you. And you could be like a regular dude, but you got a really good, solid chick. Maybe she's a 6'7", good-looking chick. Or maybe average chick, 5. But she's a really solid, actually down for you chick. That right there would boost your status and people be like, man, you got a good woman, bro. She down for you. That's what you would let's say Proverbs 31 when they talk about a virtuous woman. You could be a multi-millionaire, but then you got a dragon, a bald-head dragon. You understand me? Flaming fires and serpent biting you and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what America produces. It produces Jada Pinkett Smiths. It produces Beyonce's. It produces Cardi B's. It produces a whole bunch of runoff type of chicks that try to be those type of chicks. It produces destruction of family. And yeah, you might have a subculture. But I'm like, man, the dangers of building, because the reason I mention that is because I know, certain people that's maybe in the truth and they believe in this and that, and they believe in polygyny and all that. And, I know a brother that got a decent daughter and stuff, and he even kind of tell me about his daughter. Yeah, she's of age now, brother, and this. And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. But I'm thinking, I got to think about the whole umbrella. He just trying to unload his daughter. You know what I mean? Which I understand, we don't buy like we sell, you know what I mean? But he try to, because you want to get rid of your daughter to a decent dude, you know what I mean? So he trying to fish his daughter to me, but she a cute black chick and all that, man. But really, actually, she got long natural hair. But that ain't the end all be all, man. It's about the whole umbrella, man. You get with this chick. And I'm thinking from my own perspective, not just general for this video, but you get with this chick, and then, yeah, for right now, she's all about, scripture. She all about, oh, yeah, I cook, I clean, I do it too. Well, she automatically knows because her mom going to be in her ear, and then other women in the culture going to be in her ear telling her, like Rodney Dangerfield movie, My 5 Wives, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. And that's a danger when building on a sinking ship called America. In this culture of this diseased culture, you see what I mean? It's mentally and it's like not set up for families. So yeah, you can just get a good, you find one of the good ones. Yeah, but then you got to think about where you plant your seed, not just the woman, but the culture that the woman is in, and that you plan to build here and all of that could be very dangerous. Things had to be considered, man. So that's just something I was thinking about, man. But yeah, My Five Wives, I might watch that again, man. That was pretty dope. Rodney Dangerfield. So I don't remember how the movie actually ended, man. I don't remember, but it probably didn't end well because he was a simp anyways. I think it was a good idea for you to, he was telling the chick, you need to dress better. You're beautiful. You need to just show more of your body, you know. Why would you want your woman showing more of her body? Then the same simp idiot would be upset because because she's showing her body, she getting attention from different dudes, and some of those dudes gonna have more status and look better than you, and so now she might even leaving you for another dude because you was stupid enough to advertise to her and tell her that she need to be advertising her body, you idiot. You know what I mean? That's stupid. So that's what I don't get. Then the simp get angry. Oh, well, here's my woman. Don't look at her. But dude, you told her whether you told her or you allowed her to be out here showing her cracks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So your crevices of her body, my dude. And then you jealous. Why you jealous? But you co-signing her advertising the crevices of her body, right? So, but some dudes don't got no control over their women, you know what I mean? But at the same time, some dudes actively promote their woman that they should be showing their body. And you pretty, you should show more. That's stupid. Why would you want your woman showing her crevices and cracks to the world? Look what I got. Yeah, look what you got. But at the same time, you putting her body out there on Instagram, which is the largest dating site in the world, you idiot. Now your women gonna get more opportunities, right? Now she exposed to the world even more, not just your local area. So that's just something I was thinking. But my point is that America has polluted the minds of a lot of women, man. You know, more the tattoo culture and all that, but just that weave culture. I'm gonna poke at that real quick. That's a representative of self-hatred. You know what I mean? A lot of black women, which I look at black women as very beautiful. They have, in my opinion, the best bodies physically of all the women of the world. And in my opinion, I like the natural long hair. And even like I said, it ain't gonna be if it's curly. Some black women do have, you know, curly-ish, silky hair. I don't never met a black woman with long, maybe from Ethiopian stuff with actual long hair straight. But I don't really like that really anyway. I like the curly joint. But you don't have to be all the way down to your shoulders, and as long as it be like your real hair, you know what I mean? I mean, it ain't gonna be stringy and long anyways because it's curly, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I don't like the whole weave thing, you know what I mean? And so that Eurocentric, that Babylonian poison is poison the mind of black women to believe that they need to have, I forgot but they need to have a Eurocentric look. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, that kind of hair, straight hair, don't grow out of your head. You know what I mean? And with the braids, it's kind of the same thing. I don't personally like no fake braids. Just grow your hair real and then braid it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't like fake hair. I don't like fake hair in white women. And, you know, I don't like fake hair. I don't like fake stuff. I don't like the fake fingernails. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't like all that fake. I don't like makeup. Yeah, I'm going to see how you actually look. You know what I mean? So, basically, I guess, I don't like the fake stuff, and I don't like the horde culture that spreads disease, and neither do I like the culture that financially incentivizes women to decimate families. I don't like none of this stuff. I don't like all the crap that America promotes, man. It promotes women to be combative idiots who, you know, fake hair and fake booties. And it's like, yo, just get in shape. You don't need a fake butt. You know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm so tired of this whole fake crap, man. And, you know, I just don't like it, man. But anyways, that's my thoughts, man. That's the wine of Babylon. It's difficult to raise your daughters to not be 304s and to keep everything like closed, knit. Like, you know, okay, I want you to talk and control everything, you know what I mean? Because you're supposed to control the ways of your children, you know what I mean? But there's so many influences outside of the subculture. You know what I mean? How can you be in a polluted garbage dump but not get dirty? You know what I mean? And how can these women, that's why I say I don't exclude a woman with tattoos and stuff or exclude a woman with weave. I'm just saying these are my preferences. If the woman with you and stuff and she willing to tweak and maneuver and follow your instructions, yeah, you guide her away from all the weave and all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But, I don't exclude her, oh, you got weave, that's it. I'm just saying what I don't like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I love Black American, Black women, natural beauty, whether it be locally or abroad. I like real natural, actual natural beauty. Regular chick that look good with regular long hair, fake stuff. But, yep, so that's just a video I wanted to make, man. I ain't expect it to be this long, man, but the wine, the pollution of Babylon. Oh, yes. Anyways, brothers, if you enjoyed the video, I definitely appreciate you. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, go ahead and do so using the CashApp link in the description. Thank you for the brothers that already have donated. If you want to use also, instead of CashApp, if you want to do what they call cryptocurrency, I've been getting into that. So if you want to donate using cryptocurrency, you can do that too, Bitcoin or whatever. Just email me. And if you want to email me on regular stuff, you can do that using the link in the description too. Until next time, brothers, stay strong and endure until the end. And I wish you the best. Peace.